Dry throughout the working week, so good news if you've started your Easter school holidays. Still some rather chilly nights to come and a few subtle differences day on day, perhaps a bit more cloud in the east through the middle of the week. But overnight tonight, we've got the clear skies, a little bit more moisture towards the northern half of the UK, some mist, some low cloud forming here, and there will be another frost into tomorrow morning. Temperatures in low single figures for many of our towns and cities. Rurally, I think we could even drop below freezing yet again. So it's a cold start to Monday morning. Now on Monday, any mist and low cloud will lift and clear very readily, I think, through the morning. Some more low cloud across the Northern Isles, but look, pretty much cloud-free throughout the day. And for these North Sea facing coasts, it will even feel a little bit warmer because the winds are easing further. Still quite breezy across parts of the southwest and the Channel Islands though. Temperatures in the mid-teens, we could squeak out a 17 or 18 Celsius, perhaps for central areas of Scotland and for Northern Ireland as well. And then on Tuesday, Wednesday, we see the high pressure start to sink its way further southwards. A bit more cloud for England and Wales on Tuesday. More cloud towards eastern areas, I think, as we head through Wednesday and Thursday. But here's the outlook for our capital cities. Check the forecast for your local area on the BBC weather app. You could see that rain symbol by the time we get to Sunday again. Jane.
All right.
It's dry, of course, in Indian Wells, and it's been very dry here too for some of us, particularly across southern counties of England. But once again, it's here where we've seen the best of today's sunshine. Now, not a lot is set to change into the start of next week. It's dry and it's settled still feeling rather chilly with some cold nights, and then it turns warmer from midweek onwards with a lot more sunshine developing. The chance, though, of some rain on Friday and into next weekend. But for tonight, well, again, it is dry. There's a lot more cloud around tonight than we saw last night. So we're starting off frost-free, 3-4 degrees Celsius. Touch of frost perhaps across northwest Scotland where we keep those clear skies through the night. Let's take a look at tomorrow. It is a cloudier looking day. We'll see still this feed of air coming in from the North Sea, so always cooler towards North Sea facing coast. The best of the sunshine probably to the west of high ground across northwest Scotland, down through Cumbria, western Wales, far southwest of England. A little breezier towards the south, and we'll start to see some more in the way of sunshine, I think, for eastern areas of England as we head through the afternoon. Temperatures a little lower than they have been through the weekend. But let's take a look at Monday night. So with that drier feed of air, a lot less moisture around. So with clearing skies, we're likely to see a widespread frost into Tuesday morning. Still rather cloudy, though, across Northern Ireland, so milder here. And then a pretty glorious day on Tuesday. There will be a lot of sunshine around wall to wall for most of us. And it will feel a bit warmer too, 9 to 11 degrees Celsius. We're tapping into some really quite warm air as we head through Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures across the south could rise as high as perhaps 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. Here's the outlook for our capital cities. Check the forecast for your local area, of course, on our BBC weather app. Rita.
Hello, thank you, Nina. Well, it's quite a mixed picture out there at the moment. It's really quite cloudy towards some southern counties of England, and some of that cloud has produced some outbreaks of light patchy rain and drizzle too, but it should break up as we head through the rest of the day. The best of the sunshine is further north, but there is a bit more in the way of cloud across eastern areas of England and eastern Scotland, and for the vast majority of us it is completely dry. That northwesterly wind is gradually easing down as we head through the rest of the day, and the cloud towards the south is starting to break up as well as the front clears its way further southwards. Temperatures in the high teens towards the north, and once we see those cloud breaks and a bit of sunshine, we'll probably see the low 20s in Celsius across the far southeast of England. Now, overnight tonight, then the skies will remain largely clear. There will be some mist and some coastal fog, I think, forming towards the south coast of England, up through parts of the Thames estuary as well, but a lot of clear skies around, as you can see. A weather front just starts to approach the Western Isles, bringing some rain here into tomorrow morning. Bit more cloud out towards the far northwest, but it's quite a chilly night. It's not quite as mild as it was last night. Inland temperatures of around 5 to 7 degrees Celsius perhaps. And there will be more sunshine, more dry weather tomorrow with high pressure in charge. Just look out towards the southwest by the end of the day. And we're drawing in a southeasterly wind, so temperatures are set to rise. Some very warm air towards the south at the moment. It's going to feel really quite, well, very warm, in fact hot even for some. Lots of sunshine around on Wednesday, as you can see. A bit more cloud bubbling up through the afternoon. That rain across the far northwest of Scotland will eventually clear away. It will cloud over towards the southwest by the end of the day, but look, the mid 20s in Celsius for parts of the Midlands, central southern England. High teens, low 20s further north. Plenty of sunshine. It's strong too at this time of year, but the air is unstable. Thunderstorms by the end of the day. Wednesday is going to feel muggy and really quite humid. And then the thunderstorms, there will be some, push further northwards and eastwards through the day on Thursday. So expect to see some lightning, some thunder, some heavy downpours of rain. Probably largely dry towards eastern areas for much of the day, but we will see some thundery showers develop a little later on. Temperatures are a little lower, of course, the low 20s, mid 20s for some, perhaps still towards the far south and the east, the high teens further north. I do want to show you Friday. Don't take this too literally because the showers could pop up almost anywhere, but they're probably more likely, I think, out towards the west as we head through the day, perhaps spreading into the south again later on. Now, there will be some sunshine around on Friday, and if we do see the sunshine, we could get to 29, even 30 degrees Celsius. Here's the outlook for our capitals. Check the forecast on the BBC Weather app. Just don't take any weather app too literally when it comes to thunderstorms, because things will still change. Nina.
Good advice, Elizabeth. Thank you.
It was dry today, it was cloudy for most of us too, but there were some showers across the far southwest of England and some thunderstorms visible from the Channel Islands too. But that is it in terms of wet weather as we head through the rest of the week, because it is looking dry. There'll also be some sunshine for most of us too, and in the sun it always still feels warm at this time of year, but it is generally going to be feeling a little cool, a little fresh, and some of the mornings could even have a bit of an autumnal twist to them as well, certainly cooler by night over the next few days. Now, this is the situation overnight tonight. So we're going to see those showers gradually clear away from the far southwest. A very weak weather front introducing a bit more cloud. It's sinking further southwards across England and Wales, so the cloud will thicken for some. But in the clear skies across northern England and Scotland, we could see temperatures dip perhaps as low as 6 or 7 degrees Celsius into tomorrow morning. Of course, mild underneath all of that cloud towards the south. Let's take a look at tomorrow, which is generally a brighter and a breezier looking day. We've still got that northeasterly wind. It's going to blow more cloud on shore towards North Sea facing coast, where it will always feel quite cool. Could be a few spots of drizzle, but otherwise dry. Best the sunshine in the west, and there will be more of it than most of us saw today. Temperatures, the high teens, the low 20s. Just think back to a week ago tomorrow when temperatures were in the low 30s across parts of northern England. That is quite a change. And it's another locally cool start to the day on Thursday too. There will be a bit more cloud bubbling up through the afternoon, but again some sunshine, and it's a bit less windy too. But these temperatures are below the seasonal average. They will be rising a bit as we head into the bank holiday weekend. Of course, Northern Ireland, England and Wales. You can check for more on the BBC Weather app. Clive. Hi there. Thank you, Nina. Again, well, it's dry. It's settled again for many of us. Lots of blue sky and sunshine. We've become very used to this now, of course, but some changes are on their way, including for some of us through this afternoon. There are already some heavy thundery downpours with some lightning strikes across parts of North Wales here. And we'll also see some more across northwest England, southwest Scotland, perhaps Northern Ireland too, especially towards these southern counties. So watch out for these heavy thundery downpours that will start to develop. I don't think you won't miss them. You'll certainly know if you're underneath them, but they won't be everywhere. And for most of us, again, we'll keep the sunshine and the blue sky. Temperatures peaking at 22 Celsius in western Scotland, maybe as high as 24 Celsius towards the far southeast of England. The winds are lighter than they were yesterday, so it is feeling a bit warmer. And then tonight, those heavy thundery showers are just set to fade away, but we're seeing this cloud and rain just move in from the southwest. That's pushing towards central southern England, South Wales by the time we get to tomorrow morning. So it's milder underneath that cloud towards the south, but we'll keep the clear skies further north, maybe still a touch of frost with low single figures across northern Scotland. So this is how we're starting a Wednesday. Lots happening on Wednesday for once. Now this cloud and rain towards the south will gradually clear its way towards France, but affecting the Channel Islands for much of the day. We will see some brighter skies develop across the south, but again some heavy thundery downpours developing through the afternoon. They'll be fairly hit or miss, but your chances of catching one or two at least quite good. I think the sunshine will last though further north. So here it's the same sort of day again. Temperatures in the low 20s. Look at this, 20 degrees Celsius for Northern Ireland. Those heavy thundery downpours towards the south will fade away again through the night. We draw in more of a northerly wind actually as we head through Thursday. So it's going to be feeling a little cooler, but the dry weather is back. There will be some areas of cloud at times, gradually sinking further southwards through the day. But with the northerly wind again towards these North Sea facing coasts, it's going to be feeling really rather chilly. But yes, some more sunshine around, temperatures just a little bit lower. And then as we head through Friday and into the bank holiday weekend, while it's still dry on Friday, there will be some more rain through the weekend. Nina.
Time for now for a look at the weather. Elizabeth Rizzini is here. Hello.
Hello, thank you, Sophie. Well, this is how the morning started. Here we are underneath this big band of cloud and rain, gradually sweeping eastwards. A lot of very heavy rain across South Wales, the moors of the southwest in particular. Behind that band of rain, sunshine and showers. So a lot of these around, beautiful double rainbow spotted by one of our weather watchers in Suffolk. And there will be more of those, I think, around over the next couple of days or so, because sunshine and showers stays very much in the forecast. Longer spells of rain again just for a short while on Wednesday. It's going to be feeling colder through the week with some frosty nights to come, and then it will turn fine and dry later. So if you enjoyed the winter sunshine today, then once again there will be more of that to come in the forecast. But overnight tonight, more showers, another rash of them just out towards the north and the west. And notice this cloud and rain just pushing eastwards along the south coast from the Isle of Wight, further eastwards into tomorrow morning. So here it's a milder night, but underneath the clear skies further north and west, then I think we'll see low single figures for some. So it's a chillier start to the day tomorrow. Now tomorrow we've still got that legacy of cloud and rain across the far southeast of England. That clears away. There will be a lot of sunshine developing, look, but also some more showers again, a bit wintry over some of the tops of the hills, and there's a brisk westerly wind, but some sunny spells in between the showers. Some of those showers again sharp in nature, and temperatures just that little bit lower, and it will be a cold night on Tuesday into Wednesday. But this is Wednesday morning, so there's another band of rain just pushing eastwards again, sunshine, showers developing on behind it. Some of the sunniest of the weather on Wednesday can actually be across the far north of Scotland perhaps, and temperatures again just that little bit lower. So some frosty nights, but also some sunshine for the rest of the week. You can find out just how much sunshine of sunshine amounts today. Hope you made the most of it though, because it is going to look rather different here tomorrow with some heavy downpours of rain, and the better, brighter conditions will tend to be further east. So heavy rain in the west through the weekend. It's quite a mixed weekend of weather. It won't be a complete washout for the vast majority of us, and there will be a bit of sunshine around as well. So all dependent on where you live, of course. Out towards the west, here's that rain just moving in from the Atlantic. For most of us, it will stay dry tonight. Some showers just skirting along the south coast at times, a mixture of cloud and clear spells, and these will be the overnight temperatures. So it's still rather chilly across parts of southeast England, 4 or 5 degrees Celsius here, but mild towards western shores. Now I'll just show you the wider picture, because this is towards the south of our weather front tomorrow. This is the remnants of ex-hurricane Gabrielle, and that's going to be slamming into Portugal. So very stormy here. But for us, well, we're most concerned about just how much heavy rain is going to be falling across parts of western Scotland and Northern Ireland. So there is a Met Office weather warning in force here. It's going to rain pretty much all day. This is a very slow moving weather front, really. You can see the heavy downpours. For many of us, it will stay largely dry, I think, across parts of England. A few showers at times, with that rain reaching western Wales and southwest England by the time we get to the end of the day. Temperatures 15 to 18 degrees Celsius. And then our weather front continues to weaken as it pushes further east throughout the night. So by the time we get to Sunday morning, we've still got a legacy of cloud and a few showers across parts of East Anglia, southeast England. More showers moving across northwest England, western Wales by the end of the day, and some more showers across northern Scotland. But for many of us, it's dry and it's bright, and temperatures on a par with what we've been seeing this week. More detail, of course, on the BBC Weather app. Rita.
Thank you.
There was some sunshine, but it was in rather short supply. The best of it was actually across northern areas of Scotland, because elsewhere, plenty of cloud, rather grey and dreary, with some outbreaks of mostly patchy light rain and drizzle. And this really sets the scene for much of the rest of the week. So nothing too dramatic weather-wise, although things will spice up a little bit on Thursday, where we could see some heavy thundery downpours perhaps for some of us. Showers, sunny spells, temperatures more or less the seasonal average. So that's actually the high teens, the low 20s in Celsius. This is the pressure pattern for the rest of July then for the next few days. So high pressure remains out towards the southwest, just allowing these weather fronts to topple down from the northwest, and they tend to be quite weak. Still a few more showers overnight tonight, mostly down central areas of the UK. There'll be a mixture of cloud and some clearer spells, and for most of us, again, it is a mild start to the day tomorrow, a little milder for most of us than it was earlier on this morning. And then tomorrow it's just more of the same. So we've still got that frontal cloud. It's continuing to push further eastwards. So cloudier in the east, maybe a few showers across parts of the East Midlands, down into East Anglia, southeast England too. The best of the sunshine will tend to be for northwest England, Wales and southwest England, and the sunshine will help to boost the temperatures a little bit here too. So 23, 24 degrees Celsius, clouding over again towards Northern Ireland by the end of the day. A few more showers here perhaps. On Thursday, a little more jeopardy in some of those showers, especially across the East Midlands and particularly for southern counties of England too. There could be some rumbles of thunder, a bit of lightning around as well. Temperatures a little bit lower because we'll draw down more of a northerly, northwesterly wind on Thursday and Friday. Here's the outlook, some heavier rain into the weekend. There's more information as always on the BBC Weather app. Sophie.
Elizabeth, thank you.
We've got a warm front coming through and a lot more clouds. So we're looking at the low to the mid-teens in Celsius for many. But across parts of East Anglia, central southern England, southeast England, perhaps we could slip back into high single figures. So a chillier start here. Now, tomorrow, a lot more sunshine for many, but still that legacy of cloud across Northern Ireland, western Scotland. Bit of patchy light rain perhaps, but the sunshine continues for eastern Scotland for much of the day. A bit cloudier for northern England, but it's fine. It's dry and warm for the rest of England and for many parts of Wales too. It's going to be feeling warmer here, 27, 28 degrees Celsius perhaps across southeast England. And those temperatures are only going to climb as we head through the rest of the week. We could see 30 degrees Celsius in Scotland. Highest temperatures probably for the Midlands, central southern England and to the west of the London area too. Check the forecast for your area on the BBC Weather app. Rita.
Extraordinary temperatures. Thank you.
Yes, our world is warming, but it is possible that we'll still see these cold snaps across the UK from time to time. And temperatures really struggle to get above freezing again today for many, but a lovely sunset on our city of culture. All the snowfields there. And last night was the coldest night of the winter so far. These were some of the temperatures. It's going to be colder again for many of us tonight, and temperatures already out in Nahara are at minus 16 degrees Celsius. It is going to be a milder night though for Northern Ireland and for Western coasts in general, and that's the big headline over the next few days, is that milder air is coming our way. Here it is marked in yellow, so it'll turn milder first across Northern Ireland, then Scotland. It won't be until the start of next week before we see the milder air filter through to the far south and the east of England though. So still cold for many of us, various hazards around this weekend, lots of flood warnings still in place, and there could be a problem too with additional snow melt as that milder air filters through. There'll also be patches of freezing fog around as well, particularly across parts of southern England and Wales, and that's going to develop overnight tonight. Now you can see that it turns cloudier, windier, with some patchy rain, a little bit of hill snow perhaps for Northern Ireland and eventually for western Scotland, but most of the night it's very cold, temperatures dropping well below freezing, freezing fog forming underneath those clear skies, and it's likely to linger on for much of the morning tomorrow. And here temperatures again won't get much past freezing, but look, cloudier, windier, patchy rain moving into western Scotland as we head through tomorrow afternoon, and it's more of the same again, a little bit milder again out towards Northern Ireland and for southwest England as we head through Sunday too. So if we just take a look at Sunday, a little bit of patchy freezing fog around, that lifts and clears. It's cloudier, windier, milder the further north and west you are. Sophie.
Thanks.
Sunshine around again today, Clive, too, including here in Northern Ireland. But it's across western areas of Northern Ireland in particular where we're likely to see some thunderstorms tomorrow. And then there are also heavy thundery downpours on the menu for the rest of us further east as we head through Friday night and into Saturday. So it's a very messy picture as we head through the rest of the week. A spike in temperature, particularly across southeastern areas, some sunny spells, but yes, those thundery downpours. And there could be some flash flooding too, just because the ground is so dry with all of that heavy rain within a short space of time. So what's the reason for the mess? Well, low pressure is out towards the west, and that's going to start to push in these weather fronts overnight tonight. So we'll start off with some areas of clouds, some showery outbreaks of rain across the far south and the west, but we'll keep the clear skies towards the east. And here it's a cooler start to tomorrow morning, but look, very mild, very moist underneath all of that cloud, 17 degrees Celsius. So here are the thunderstorms across Northern Ireland as we head through tomorrow morning into the afternoon. Elsewhere, some showers towards the northwest in particular, and that band of cloud will just push further eastwards, but there'll be some sunny breaks at times for many of us, especially towards the south. Watch out for 1 or 2 heavy showers developing perhaps later on through the day, but it's still warm, 21 to 27 degrees Celsius. Let's take a brief look at Friday.
But I just want to start off with a comparison. So beach in the east, this is Bexhill-on-Sea, some sunny spells here. Compare that to beach in the west, yes, Gwynedd in Wales, wet and windy here. Big difference from last week, where of course the best of the weather was out towards some of these western coasts. It is set to stay rather unsettled as we head through the rest of the week. We've still got those westerly winds, wet and windy at times. If you're on half-term holidays, your best bet for any dry days really Wednesday and Friday. But remember, the details can still change. Overnight tonight, then we'll see this rain clearing away. That pushes eastwards. We'll see some clear spells develop, still some clouds and patches of rain towards the far south of England, still some blustery showers across northwest Scotland too. It's a little milder than it was last night. That's how we'll start the day off tomorrow. It's dry and it's bright. There's some early sunshine around. Blustery showers again for northwest Scotland. Oh, here comes the rain again. That's going to be pushing in from the southwest. It's very windy here towards the south coast and across parts of Wales, exposed coast here. Heavy downpours of rain just pushing further northwards and eastwards. Patchy rain for Northern Ireland, for southern Scotland. Sunshine and showers really for the rest of Scotland. So it's a little bit drier here. Top temperatures 13 to 17 degrees Celsius. That rain all clears away. A little ridge of high pressure should keep us largely dry on Wednesday before Thursday's system sweeps through. So let's just take a look at Wednesday in a bit more detail. Now, it's not going to be completely dry. There will be some showers around. They shouldn't be too heavy, and they will be fairly well scattered, and there'll be some sunny spells in between them as well. Look, temperatures 14, perhaps as high as 21 degrees Celsius in the far southeast. Here's the outlook for our capital cities. Wet and windy again on Thursday, but check the forecast for your local area, of course, on the BBC weather app. Jane.
Thanks so much, Elizabeth.
It's the low 20s as we head through the middle part of the week. Here's the outlook for our capital cities. You can see the forecast for your local area on the BBC weather app. Don't forget, the clocks spring forward by an hour on Sunday. Hello. Well, today's weather came courtesy of Storm Herminia, which was named by the Spanish Met Service. And this time, the worst of the conditions were across the southern half of the UK. Some huge waves and gusts of wind towards our more exposed sites in the south of up to 70 to 80 miles an hour, gusts of 84 miles an hour in the Needles in the Isle of Wight. And it's been a day of sunshine and some heavy showers with hail and thunder in the mix. Lots of saturated ground, localised flooding, and there are still a number of flood warnings in force, mostly across southern and western areas of England. And there's still more rain to come and still some strong gusts of wind as well. Still Met Office weather warnings in force across mostly southern England and Wales tonight and through at least part of the day tomorrow. So let's take a look at tonight. So it's more of the same, more showers, longer spells of rain just continuing to pile in from the southwest here. It's too cloudy, too windy for any frost to form. Still gales blowing along the south coast and still some more hill snow just gradually pushing northwards across northern Scotland. And then tomorrow, a very messy picture, but it will be a slowly improving picture. And these showers don't have quite the potency that they've had today, but still a good chance of catching 1 or 2. Still gusts of wind across western Channel coast of up to 50 to 60 miles an hour, but some dry weather, some brighter skies as well. Temperatures generally between 7 and 10 degrees Celsius. Now, that low slowly pulls away, and our next one, waiting in the wings, starts to creep through. Now, there's been a lot of debate on the northern extent of this rain, but at the moment we think it's only going to be affecting these far southern counties of England. Further north, a few showers, but lots of sunshine around and temperatures just a little bit cooler. It is looking drier and brighter everywhere on Thursday. Clive. Wasn't it? If you're hoping for a little bit more sunshine, perhaps for your summer holidays, then there should be more of it around tomorrow and over the next couple of days or so. It will always be best towards the west with still that northeasterly wind blowing. So tomorrow, already brighter and breezier. Now, in the sunshine at this time of year, it always still feels warm, but the air is going to turn cooler, fresher, and the mornings
possibly quite autumnal for some. It will stay dry as we head through the rest of this week. So this is the pressure chart from today. Now, we did have some showers across the far southwest. They're clearing away. This weather front is just going to bring a little bit of drizzle, a few spots here and there, more cloud eventually across England and Wales as we head through the rest of tonight. There will be a lot of clear skies developing for northern England and for Scotland, and it's here where we could see temperatures perhaps as low as 6 or 7 degrees Celsius into tomorrow morning, but of course a lot milder further south underneath all of that cloud. Now, it's always cloudier, cooler, breezier towards North Sea facing coast tomorrow, and here we may not get much past 14 or 15 degrees Celsius, but a lot of sunshine developing even where we have the cloud, and the sunshine will tend to be best the further west you are. Temperatures in the high teens, the low 20s in Celsius. And on Thursday, again, locally quite a chilly start to the day. A lot of sunshine around through the morning with more cloud developing into the afternoon. It will be a bit less windy and temperatures a little below the seasonal average. Just remember back in the Mall, and there were a few showers around as well, but there was some sunshine in rather short supply, admittedly. The best of that across northern Scotland and also here in southwest England. Too beautiful Devon, some sunshine, and it's probably here where we're going to see some of the best of the sunshine again tomorrow. For most of us, though, it will feel drier and brighter tomorrow. Best of the sunshine towards the west, but the changeable theme just continues as we head through the rest of the week. So some sunny spells and some showers, possibly heavy and thundery on Thursday. Temperatures more or less where we'd expect to see them at this time of year. So the high teens, the low 20s, but always warm in the best of the sunshine. And the high pressure stays out towards the southwest as we head through the next couple of days or so to the end of July, just allowing these weak weather fronts to slip through at times. So a few showers overnight tonight down the central swathe of the UK, but also a mixture of cloud and some clearer spells, and it's a mild start to tomorrow morning once again for most of us. And then tomorrow, still quite a lot of cloud around, mostly towards eastern areas, and it's here where we'll probably see a few showers spring up, and possibly some of them sharp if we do get any brighter spells through the afternoon. But the best of the sunshine, northwest England, Wales, down through southwest England, and possibly for northern Scotland again too. More showers across Northern Ireland by the end of the day, but with more sunshine around for most of us, it will feel warmer, particularly in the south, 23 to 25 degrees Celsius here. On Thursday, a little bit more drama to come in the forecast in the form of heavy thundery downpours. They're most likely across southern counties of England, so some heavy downpours here, rumble or two of thunder, drier and brighter the further north and west you are, but a little cooler on Thursday into Friday. Again, some heavier rain maybe over the weekend, but check for more details on the BBC Weather app. Rita.
Thank you.
I will start off with Yorkshire too, and some very parched earth here already. No significant rainfall in the forecast, not this week, and for some of us, not even into next week either. It will still be dry and warm. Now, today, a fairly pleasant summer's day of weather for most of us. Temperatures in the low 20s in Celsius, for some the mid 20s, 26 Celsius in Worcestershire, and it's here and across parts of the Midlands, central southern England, where we could see the highest temperatures into this weekend, into the low 30s in Celsius. So yes, it's all going to be turning hotter, more humid by day and by night.
Hello there. Well, it's a quiet spell of weather at the moment, and not a lot is set to change as we head through the coming week either. It's milder than it has been. It's certainly largely dry, a few spots of drizzle out towards the west, but some sunshine, the best of that to the east of high ground on Tuesday, and it's the same sort of mixture for much of the rest of the week. It stays mild. There'll be some areas of mist and fog developing, and that's most likely across the southern half of the UK, where high pressure is dominant, and it's that that's keeping us dry, deflecting these weather fronts out towards the north and the west. But here it is breezier, a tighter squeeze on the isobars, and that's where the milder air is too, marked in the dark yellows and the ambers across much of northwestern Scotland down through Northern Ireland. We'll be keeping that mild flow of air on the southwesterly wind too. It is windier for northwest Scotland, some outbreaks of rain for the Western Isles. On Wednesday, this is where the mist and the fog is most likely to be across southern England into South Wales. It could linger on for much of the day, but drier air moving into Northern Ireland, much of southern eastern Scotland down through Northern England, maybe North Wales. So the best of the sunshine will be here. Temperatures up to double figures, but of course cooler, lower than that underneath the areas of mist and fog where we keep them. And then on Wednesday night into Thursday, because it's going to be quite cool where we keep those clear skies with that drier air. Lows of around 1 to 3 degrees Celsius, so there could be a touch of frost for some. Other than that, where we keep the cloud, then it is a mild start to the day again on Thursday. On Thursday, the high starts to push further eastwards. So we'll start to see the wind pick up out towards the northwest. So it's a breezier looking day, not just for northwest Scotland, but also further south and east as well. But nevertheless, we'll still see some sunshine. This time it will probably be best across the central swathe of the UK, including parts of the Midlands and for much of Wales. But we'll keep the areas of cloud for East Anglia and for many parts of southern England too. Temperatures a little lower where we have that dry feed of air, but still 10, 11 degrees Celsius out towards many parts of northwest Scotland and Northern Ireland. On Friday, it's more of the same. Weather fronts trying to approach from the west, but they're being blocked by the high. So again, it's a largely dry day, some outbreaks of rain perhaps for northern Scotland, and certainly it is still windier here, but 11, 12 degrees Celsius. Look at the contrast, just 7 or 8 degrees Celsius across East Anglia and southeast England. But here we should see some breaks in the cloud at times. Here are weather fronts again trying to push in from the west as we head through the weekend. We're drawing in air from the near continent on Saturday. So it is going to feel cooler for many, but still mild where we keep the cloud and the rain. 10 degrees Celsius again across northwest Scotland, down into Northern Ireland, but just 5 or 6 degrees Celsius further south and east. Again, it's largely dry, but here's our rain starting to make inroads on Sunday from our weak weather front that fizzles out where we see the area of high pressure hang on. It's cool in the east, it's a lot milder further west, and it will be windier too. So our weather front fizzles out as we head through Sunday and into Monday. High pressure builds back in. So again, it's a dry, settled start to the new week. But then we start to draw down this area of low pressure from the northwest. And there's a lot of change in the models at the moment, so do keep an eye on the forecast. But until it does possibly turn more unsettled into the middle, the end of next week, then it is mostly dry. A few spots of rain at times, some areas of sunshine, and a little cooler than it is at the moment. That's it.